like fine schedule, but that's okay. Whoops. Doing today, excuse me, on Friday. It's Friday here, Friday afternoon. Hi, Janko. I am super excited to see you again. Thanks for coming over. Oh, goodness. So sorry. Getting everything set up here. Bear with me for just a second. Need to get my music playing. There we go. There we go. How's everybody doing? I'll give a couple minutes. Get some people in. Hey, Jamie. How's your weather? Mine's not that bad, actually. I know it was like -15 here. I know that's not as cold as it is where you are. And, you know, we had a wind chill factor of like -45, so they canceled school. But, hang on, so sorry. Let me clicking buttons here and I'm not know what I'm doing. So canceled school. But I was like, you know, I couldn't decide what I was going to make today. And I had like 2 different ideas, and either one required me to go back out and get a little bit more yarn. So we went out this morning. I know it says I'm shut in, and I know that's probably a lie. It's sunny here, but it's cold. It's cold. If school's closed, then I mean, right? So, yeah, burning face. My daughter was like, her face was pretty frozen while we were out. It was fine, sunny, and then you get that gust of wind. You're like, okay, calm down. It's always the wind. The wind is always the problem. I did go out. I'm telling you, it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't. Like, it wasn't super windy. So my plan was to go out when the stores opened at 9 a.m. But that's when the weather said it was going to be the worst as far as the coldest and the wind chill. So I'm like, okay, we'll go at 11. And that, it wasn't so bad. The wind really wasn't that bad. The other were like, wasn't super windy. Yes, you could feel it. But I mean, I've lived in worse. I promise. It's okay. I was bundled. I have leggings on. I have my jeans on. I have my snow boots on. I have a t-shirt on. I have a long sleeve shirt on. I have my winter coat on. I have a hat on. I have my gloves on. It was good. As long as you're dressed properly, it's not so bad. Now, does it mean I want to go work in this weather? No. My son was down in it. He works at the airport. So yeah, he was down in it for a little bit. So he was a little bit chilly this morning. And he was there at 5 a.m. from 5 to 1. So he was in the brunt of it, you know, and especially even before the sun came out. So yeah, but it's getting warmer, relatively speaking, now. So the morning was the coldest part. Tomorrow we're supposed to be above negative temperatures. I mean, no one's cars could start. Ooh, yeah, I know how that goes. Miss Inspired, hey. Hey, Christy, how are you, honey? I did not know your handle here, so kind of threw me for a sec, but I saw your face. So there we are. Yeah. No one's car could start. Yeah. I was grateful that my daughter's car could start because we also had to put gas in it because, you know, you don't want your tank to be low when it's this cold because condensation will freeze and water will separate and it'll gel, you know, things like that. You don't want that. So anyways, what are we going to make today? I do have to say, though, right now, I do wish I had my TV up in my basement room because then I could stream for myself what my outside camera sees outside. So I could actually see the world outside. So I'm just going to have to rely on you guys to tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods because I can't see anything right now. It's kind of sad. It is really beautiful outside where I am. It's sunny. The snow is beautiful. I'm telling you. Anywho's, what we're going to make today. I decided. So I wanted to just kind of throw something cozy together. So I found this squishy, soft, cozy yarn. This is Loops and Threads. Michaels carries this brand, Charisma. Sounds loud. And this is the color Rainy Day Multi. So it kind of gives me like January snowed in vibes, right? And then I thought, I'm really into this metallic sparkle thing. So I have like 3 skeins of this yarn. So I decided we're going to put this together today. I'm going to mix these. I'm going to use a bigger hook than it calls for. I'm going to use a 10mm hook, which is so bulky. I'm telling you, I'm so used to working like with a 4mm. This is a boy ergonomic 10mm hook. It is so bulky, but gets the job done. So I'm going to mix these together. And we're going to make a lap blanket or whatever I can get done or close to done. So I started playing around with it yesterday. So this is why I have it all kind of wrapped up, because I had to figure out what I was going to make first, right? Of course. So, and we're going to use a moss stitch, and we're going to work corner to corner. So my newbies out there get a little tutorial today at the same time. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see. I think I need a better place. Hold on. Let me move my extra skeins out of the way. I have a little spot here next to me, and it's taking up space. So I'm going to put these guys over there. There we go. Now it's not so in the way. How's the music, guys? Can you hear the music? Should I turn up the music? It was really loud for a second, so for me anyway. So I turned it down. I don't know if you can even hear it. Oops. You didn't miss much, Jamie. I was just talking about making this and then asking if the music's loud enough. I know this doesn't seem very loud. Let me turn it up a little bit. But it just seems so loud to me. Can you hear it now, Christy? I turned it up. Okay, cool. All right, so moss stitches, I think, are my favorite stitch. It's a single crochet and a chain 1. So you kind of skip, and it makes it kind of loose. Do I have my scarf here? No. Wait, yes, I do. This here is moss stitch. So you have single crochet and a chain 1, and then in the next row, you work in the chain 1 space. So it makes it kind of drapey. Now this is not corner to corner. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be working like this. So it's going to get wider. And what's fabulous about that is that you don't have to chain a certain amount and then hope it's the right width or length. With corner to corner, you widen it until it's as wide on a side that you want it to be. And then you start to shrink it back down. And it doesn't require a lot of thought. It's great. I love it. Krista, hi Krista. Krista, sorry. Krista, hello. Storm comes for you on Sunday. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of on the western end of it. Now I don't really have like a big storm, but I had the cold. Today's the coldest day of it for us. So I was like, let me do something. Plus I have a live stream scheduled for Sunday. So I didn't want, to impede. Then do, thank you, Christy. I didn't want to like do 2 days of back to back because I thought, well, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But then I have one on Sunday. I'm like, I should probably give it a day in between. I don't know. So anyway, so slip knot. Yes, stay safe and warm. And then we're just going to chain 3. And I am making it fairly loose because this is now really bulky. But you know what? Doing this, putting this worsted weight in here, gives it this fun little sparkle. Absolutely love it. And then we just do a single crochet in our first chain space. So this is our bottom corner, right down here. Okay. And then we chain 3. And then we turn. And now we're working back in our chain 3 over here. I think I made it kind of tight. This big hook is so cumbersome. Okay, let's try this again. All right. Eventually, I'm gonna pay for my YouTube subscription, and then I won't have ads. But right now, I'm broke, so we have to suffer through the ads, friends. Kaylee, hello, welcome. Sorry, I was looking down. I didn't see everybody's comments for a few minutes. Eek. I am making like a lap blanket. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this differently. I don't like that big knot. I'm gonna make kind of a black lap blanket. I mean, I can't stay here forever with you guys, but I want to see how far we can get. And I definitely wanted something cozy, but yet something that still felt with the storm we're going through, right? If that makes sense. I hope so. Okay, I don't know why my brain is not braining at this exact moment in time. Guys. Yes, okay. Here we go. So see, we did that single crochet and then that chain, and then over here into our original chain space. And I'm okay with doing this loosely because because this is so thick and chunky, you don't want it super tight. You want it to still be comfy when you use it, right? Okay, let's see. So I'm going to probably pause a little bit because you guys are absolutely fabulous in commenting. So I definitely want to read them. Yes. If I could pay for no ads, absolutely. Starting out, you've got to kind of not spend a lot of money. So you know what? Here's what I was also thinking. I know I'm on the western end of the storm, and you guys aren't in it yet. Probably most of the people here, or you're not ever going to be in it because maybe you're on the West Coast or not on the continent, for that matter. But I figured if you're here and I show you, you might have time to go out today and you want to make something while you're snowed in. You can go get you some yarn and you'll have time to do it. You'll have time to go get the goods, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so let me talk about what I'm doing. I know I just did it and not talked. So I did the chain 3 at the end, and this is really all you're doing. And then you have chain spaces in between the single crochets. You can see there where my fingers are. And that is where you insert your hook. And then you chain. And then here's the corner. You know what? Okay, see, I'm yapping. And then I forget what I'm doing, guys. Okay, 1 second. Chain 1, there we go. Corner. I forgot to double this corner. So at the end of each row, you chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet again in that chain 3 space. There we go. There's where I'm messing up. Did I not do that? I'm confusing myself. Lancaster. Where's Lancaster, Krista? I know there's a lot of Lancaster places. I just want to kind of narrow that down if possible. Yes, I know Ohio is getting it this weekend. Texas is getting some this weekend. Yeah. Jamie and I got it first because we're farther west. Okay, so here is the single crochet, chain one, single crochet that we did. So now here's the chain one space, and that is where I'm going to work into. And then chain one, and then here's the next chain one space, single crochet, chain one, and then here's our chain three space, and that would be a single crochet, chain one, and single crochet, because we want it to grow. Now I know there's holes in there, it'll kind of calm itself down. Chain three, oops. So definitely be wary with your two strands. Now you don't have to do two strands. You could just stick to the one strand. You could do this with any yarn, guys. It's a matter of hook, and this is just going to be bulky. It's going to work up faster. So this is a bulky 5 weight. You need an 8mm hook for that. You could just do it with a bulky yarn. I added a worsted weight to it, which is a 4. And I just went up to a 10mm hook. I think that's the biggest hook I have, actually, without going to like a 20, which is for the super, super, super bulky yarns, you know, like the ones that they do the finger knitting with. Sorry, I'm unwinding my yarn here. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Okay. You know, I have never been to Pennsylvania. I was born in Ohio, and I've like always wanted to go that direction, but I never have been that direction. Crazy. Okay. So there's our single crochet, chain one, and then here we go into our chain one space from below. So yeah, so this is a little tutorial, and also just a hangout, and if you're in the storm currently, relax video. But this is really one of my favorite stitches of all time, is the moss stitch or linen stitch. I mean, it's called a few different things. All right, let's see. Shelly. Hi, Shelly. So what I'm doing, yes, I'm doing the moss stitch. Corner to corner moss stitch is what I'm doing. Or linen stitch, whatever you, it's interchangeable, the name. Because there's so much trash. Ooh, it's kind of scary. Maybe sad. People, Jamie, so you're saying I have a Southern accent? I do. So I'm a chameleon, and I kind of pick up accents from wherever I'm at. And I have already picked up my Midwest accent again by being up here. But yes, I still do have some Texas hanging out. I mean, I was there. Let's see, how many years total? I lived in Texas 3 different times. And so the first time I was there from, I'll say 96, because it was literally December of 95. So, to the end of 2001. So 6 years, 5.5 years. And then the second time I lived there, it was from 2006 to 2009. So that gives us about, so those 3 years. So we're going to tack on another 3 to our 5, almost 6. So we're going to go with 8 to 9. And then the last time I was there, it was 9 years. So 18 years, about. I've lived in Texas. Let's see. Oh, that's so terrible. That is one of my biggest peeves, Krista, is when people just throw the trash out the window. Like, really? Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard? Do you have so much lack of respect for the world around you, the space around you, that you can't put it in the trash can? I don't get it. Yep, Jamie. So the first time we moved there, while I was in high school. The second time, my husband got stationed there. And the third time, my husband got stationed there. First time with the Air Force, second time with the Army. So, yeah. Yes, just find a trash can. Why is that so difficult? And no, I'm not judging people. I'm making observations and just questioning. It's not a judgment if it's a question, right? I don't know. I'm not trying to justify anything. But, okay. So if you see, when I'm pausing, I'm over here unwinding the outside because I fiddled with this last night. And so I had to wind it back up on the outside. So if you're wondering why I'm stopping, that's why. You're absolutely judging litterbugs. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Oops. That was a really loose stitch I did there. That's okay. It all works out and it's going to be so pretty. Now, I haven't calculated fully how much yarn I need here. So if you saw in the description box that it says maybe, I'm not sure yet, it's the truth. According to the charts online for like a baby blanket, which is kind of what I'm aiming for size, you need, for this size yarn, you need about 800 to 1,000 yards. So that means I would need 8 of these. But yet we're adding this in. So I didn't have time to actually math it. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to relax, right? We're here to just chill in the warmth. Chill in the warmth. Your nephew ended up finding garbage on his property. Found a piece of mail. He drove 2 hours to find the dude and Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. This is yours, not mine. You know what? To be honest, Christy, how long does it take to complete a lap blanket? I don't know. I have not. I've actually never made a lap blanket. Not even kidding. I have made full blankets. I guess it's like a couch throw. It's not like to put on your bed blanket. But I've never sat and done one in one sitting, because usually blankets take a very long time, depending on the stitches too. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm also yapping a lot, so that takes a lot of time, and unwinding all of this yarn. And I am regretting a little bit. So I worked this skein from the outside. I didn't pull from the center. So it's, once I get it unwound on the outside, it's going to start jumping around and it's going to bug me. It's okay. I don't have a yarn bowl. So a couple hours, so here's the thing with bulky yarn, the thicker yarn, of course, it works up faster. And that's kind of why I went with this big chunky idea. I wanted to actually work on something that I could mostly get done with you guys here today. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes. Okay. I have to say, I'm going to pause what I'm doing because Krista, hi, Jen Cower, hello. Krista, I had a separate plan in mind that I was going to do today. I bought the cloud cakes, okay, because I wanted to do this with a white metallic. I really did. That's what I started doing. But I didn't have enough white metallic. So like I said, I was going to have to go to the store this morning. And then I started fiddling with this yarn. And I think that it's going to be a later thing. I like this better today. So this is where we are. This is, I think, more soothing and cozy. So that's why I went with this one. And yeah, I still had to go out this morning because I didn't have enough of this yarn. The store I bought it from only had 4 skeins of this. And I think I might need 6. Yeah, I do love both. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say L7781. And hello, welcome. Welcome. Yes, it's all blue. I got you there, buddy. But yeah, I think this one is going to be so comfy and cozy. Never actually made a blanket with this thick of yarn though, either. I usually only make it with worsted weight or my DK weight. So the chunky blankets, I don't know. I haven't done it. Here's the first. A Centro knitting machine. Yes. Hi, Sarah Lynn. I have an Addy. I got it a few years ago. Gosh, it's been like 3 already. Well, then I moved in 2024. So everything's still kind of packed because my craft room's not completely finished yet. But I bought one too. So yes. So Jenker, I forget which video were you in my first crazy scarf video or the second one or both? Jamie, that's interesting. Curious what yarn it was. I could not wear a scratchy sweater. I couldn't. Absolutely never. Yes, there's so many different kind of knitting machines out there. I mean, there's that kind, the circular ones, like Centros and the Addies. And then there's, knitting machines. They're horizontal. When I go on Facebook Marketplace, I see a whole bunch for sale all the time. It's crazy. Like, yeah, I don't have room for that, and I don't have time to learn something new. So, Jenko was in the second one? Yeah. So, Crazy Scarf will be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central. We will be continuing the Chaos Scarf. I'm so excited for that. That's kind of why I didn't want to do this video tomorrow. I didn't want to come on tomorrow because we'll be doing Chaos Scarf on Sunday. So that'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to finish this row and I'm going to pause because I want you guys to see how pretty this yarn is. I mean, I know you can kind of see it, but I'm moving. Did anybody see my granny square video that I posted today? It went up, I think, 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. If you can't tell, I'm 100% in the icy, snowy, blue vibes of January right now. It's it's my jam at this moment in time. I don't know, it's what it feels. You were my first comment today. Absolutely. I didn't get a chance to respond. I'm so sorry. I was running around trying to get ready for now. So, okay, pause. Let me get closer to the camera. Isn't it so pretty? I wish, I don't know, can you see the sparkles? It glitters so much on my end. I just don't know if you guys can see it in the camera. Cameras just don't do it justice. Okay. That's fine, Krista. No problem. Middle school. You know, I used to teach in middle school. Mm-hmm. Back, I did for 2 years in middle school. Tell you, it takes a special person. Not a special, it takes the right person. But you know, it was fun. Middle schoolers are fun. They can be fun. So Krista, did you say that you crochet? I forgot what you said earlier today. So I'm making like a lap blanket or a baby size blanket. I want to do something fairly quick, not super big. And since we're doing the scarves on Sunday, I didn't want to like make another scarf. Plus, it wouldn't get used. I'd have to donate it to someone. Hey, Beth, because I don't really like bulky yarn hats and scarves. It doesn't feel good. So I would never wear it. So yeah. Since fourth grade, okay. What do you like to make, Krista? Yes, please send me your crazy scarf. I'd love to see it. Okie. Everything. Okay. Do you have a favorite type of yarn you like to work with? Or favorite things you like to make? I personally prefer lighter weight yarns because I feel they're less cumbersome. But I have respect for the bulkier yarns, and there's a place for them, and I will use them. So. Beth, of course. I really love how when this like frosty turquoise comes in and sits there next to the this is the frosty blanket. No. I don't hate you for loving acrylic yarn. I don't. You know, there are so many different kinds of acrylic yarn. And Hobby Lobby has some great acrylic yarn. Okay. They do. The white yarn I wanted to use was Hobby Lobby's yarn. But I don't have it here downstairs with me. Yes. No, I love this yarn. It is pretty fantastic. I do enjoy working with their yarn. So no, there's no judgments there. And you have to work with what you can afford. Jamie, acrylic yarn is not a natural fiber like wool or cotton or bamboo. It's mainly kind of made of plastic. The best way to explain it. Or like polyester, you know, like your polyester clothes are made from plastic. That's what acrylic is. It's a different kind of synthetic yarn. Yes, I love this yarn. It's definitely chef's kiss, 100%. It's squishy, it's soft. Yes. Okay. What's up, girlie?
Hi, I know you're large.
It's okay.
But Maddie needs to go run errands and I'm going to go over.
I don't care. That's fine.
But,
That's fine.
Okay.
She picking you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on her way.
All right. Just let me know when you leave and how long.
Okay. I'll probably be here after dinner. I don't know. Her mom will probably feed me.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to make soup tonight.
Well, I was planning to, but we'll see. I guess.
Just because I know we'll be done like 5. And then
maybe. My daughter's here chatting with me in case you guys are wondering what's happening.
I was just going to cook at like 5:30 and then we'll be done. And the rest we're going to be going back early and I'll take a while to make soup. So I was like,
it's fine. I don't mind. Can you do me a favor though before you leave?
Mm-hmm.
Can you either find me a small box that I can put this in or a bowl? Like a bowl from upstairs. Because it's going to do its floppy thing. And
small box?
Is it empty?
No.
No, I need an empty one. I know there's some upstairs. I have to just go upstairs. They're all, there's not an option. They're full. Yes. I'm very sure.
How small are we talking? Like that?
Like the medium-sized bowl upstairs.
My big salad bowl?
No, the metal mixing bowl. The medium one.
Oh, do you want
that? Sure.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm catching up. Thank you, Jenker. Absolutely. Yes, I agree with you, Jamie. Anything that doesn't itch. Thank you, Krista, for the hearts. Shelly, I'm sorry, Shelly, but I'm not sorry. I don't know. I figured I'd get this in because most of the country is going to be involved with the crazy, like later in the weekend. So if I did it earlier, you guys had time, right? Beth Mohair, I have to say, I want to try it. Obviously, I know you have to mix it with another yarn. Otherwise, unless you've got money to spare, because it's so expensive and so lightweight. But yeah, I'd like to try it. I just haven't yet. Ooh, okay, so as you see, we're getting triangle. Thank you for the bowl.
I do have a bowl.
And you have a nugget. No, you have a Cody.
So cool.
Cody! Here, you want to stick his face under here? They can say hi to Cody.
It's kind of heavy to go up and downstairs.
Oh, yeah, he's 14 pounds. Okay, Cody's coming up here for a second, guys.
Wait, can you see him?
He will in a second. It'll catch up. Cody! Oh, there's Cody. Oh, bye, Krista. Thanks for hanging for the short amount of time. Okay, that needs to go down there. Hi, Dee Dee. He's my cutie. Okay. Wow. Was Little Miss in your room?
Nope, I know where she is.
Okay, she's not here. Cody is so cute. He's my big boy. He is 14 pounds. And, we adopted them, he and Milo, at the same time, the end of July 2024. Cody was 2.5 months old. Milo was like 2 months old. Coco Bunny, heck yeah. And what makes me really sad, I get it, 100% the spaying and the neutering, 100%, because they came from shelter. So they were probably, wild feral mother or something, right? So I get that. But when we adopted them, Milo was literally about 8 weeks old and already neutered. They were both already neutered before 8 weeks old, which freaks me out a little bit. Kate Smith, hi. Yes, I'm doing Moss Stitch, corner to corner Moss Stitch, because it's quick, it's easy, and it's comfy. I like it. And it's not going to use a bunch of yarn like a more intricate stitch would. And for me, it was also not boring like a double crochet would be, or a half double crochet. So I think this is my favorite stitch, to be honest with you. So what I'm getting at is I really am curious, thank you, how big Cody and Milo actually would be if they weren't neutered at such a young age, because they did not get any of their growth hormone that they needed. 42? Oh, thanks, guys. Hey, so I see we have 18 likes and 42 people in here. Can we make it 42 likes? So yes, and Milo is, whoop, whoop. Milo is a little guy at 11, almost 11 and a half pounds. Exactly. 6 months to neuter them, 100%. That's why but I understand they wanted to adopt them out and wanted to make sure they weren't going to make more babies, but I had never ever heard of animals getting neutered before 8 weeks. Blew my mind. But anyway, they all have a little bit of, I did DNA testing. All of my cats, to include Orange Cat Oliver, has some Maine Coon DNA, according to my DNA tests that I did. Milo, my little guy, who was the baby, the youngest, who got neutered probably way before Cody did, has the most Maine Coon DNA percentage-wise. So I really do wonder how big he actually would be if he was able to grow a little bit before they took away his hormone factories. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, so there's my little side quest on cats. I have 4 cats. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram or anything. Thank you, Beth. We just, in December, adopted a little Maine Coon female. Her name is Fia. I have a Instagram account for her. It's really Fia and family, so the boys are involved as well. They're not getting left out at all. Yeah, so I have 4 cats. You could call me crazy cat lady. I really don't care. Cats are my people. I love people too. I have a house full of people. So, yes. Woohoo, 23. You guys are getting closer. Thank you so much for the love. Okay, so as you see, as it grows, I can do this until I want it whatever length that I'm looking for. Now, if I'm going to do a perfect square, then I would then start decreasing my rows on both sides. But if I want a rectangle, I'll just do one side until the other side gets to the length I want. That's what makes this fun, the corner to corner, and easier, because you don't have to chain, X amount and hope that's the right width. Because, sometimes you think you chain the right length, but then it's either too long or it's too short. So yeah, I know. You know, how do I live with the shenanigans and cuteness? With pleasure. That's how. With pleasure. Oh, thanks, Kate. Well, I'm glad you're here. I really am. I absolutely do love cats. And I have a family, so I'm not that, antisocial, crazy cat lady. But I do not find anything offensive about loving cats and being a cat lady. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what would be fabulous? A B&B for introverts, a bibliophile B&B with cats. I'm telling you. Come to the B&B and relax and just read books and chill out, and you don't have to go outside. You're not coming for the nature. I like nature, don't get me wrong. You're not coming to go sledding. You're not coming to do any of that outdoorsy stuff like a lot of B&B places are. You go visit like what's going on locally. No, you come to read books and relax and get away. I'm telling you, it's a genius plan. Jamie, wasn't it you that said, wasn't it you that was talking about the cat cafe or something? Oh, Christy, yes, hiking is 100%. And that could be an option. Hi, Sadie. But your B&B, you wouldn't be going for that purpose. Does that make sense? Or it could be dual purpose. Like, I mean, if somebody, your friend or partner or spouse wants to come, they can go do that stuff and you can hang out and read without the pressure. I mean, I think it's genius. Genius. So, yeah. Da, 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 da. Right? I mean, and it's B&B. You don't have to like worry about where you're going to eat out because bed and breakfast, usually there's meals provided. It's part of the whole trip. It's part of the whole experience, right? Well, maybe I'll just have to put you to work then. How about that? I mean, could live there. Okay, how long have we been on? 49 minutes. I'm going to say, it took me 5 minutes to get started. Maybe. I like the time and see how far I've gone. And, so, okay. So that's what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes of work? Beth, I tell you, employee live-in court, absolutely. Absolutely. Shankara, I'm going to say February 13th. Or it's Valentine's Day. I mean, you were talking about this last time. I do remember. Okay, we have 44 people here and 23 thumbs up. Okay, now 20. All right. People are in and out. That's okay. That's okay. Yep. Ads, I'm telling you. They're in there. Oops. Okay, so who is forecasted for some winter insane storm this weekend? And if you are, what is the snowfall guesstimate for where you are? My arms just got cold. Oh, that's weird. I just gotta chill. What are y'all doing over there? Whew. That was interesting. Oops. Whoo! That's some definite snowfall. You know, though, the benefit of that much snow and the negative temps is that, one second. Jenko, bye. Thanks for hanging out. Is the benefit is that snow actually insulates when it gets that cold. So you definitely want to keep things more protected and everything underground. Having that insulated layer is beneficial when it's that cold outside. Little fun fact, in case you didn't know. 8 to 12 inches. Okay. So, y'all want a little giggle? I don't know if you've seen it on the socials, but there's a meme going around with like the Midwest, and it has, like the ovals of each color, and each color represents like 15 to 18 inches of snow. And then you get bigger and it's less, right? Well, it has been adapted, modified, and to say how many skeins of yarn you need in each little oval. It is so funny. So I did not intend on buying much yarn. I didn't intend on buying any yarn this weekend. But then, here we are. So I sent my husband that meme, and he was like, oh my gosh. And we giggled. And then, y'all, the reality, let me do a little count for you real quick. I bought 8. Yeah, 8 today. Was it 8? No, 6 today. 7, 8, 9. I bought like 17 skeins of yarn yesterday and today. Like I said, I wasn't planning on buying any yarn. I did this for y'all. I did it for y'all. It's my sacrifice to make you this beautiful piece of fabric art today. So you will be inspired to make something over this weekend. Oh, thanks. I do nothing with my nails. Absolutely nothing. Because I cannot stand anything on my nails. So this one broke like last week, like way down here. So I do have a video recording somewhere. It hasn't been published yet, where it's all funky. And they are kind of chipping on the ends. So I just trim them. I really don't do anything else. I literally just cut them. And then when they get too long, I just cut them again. But thank you. Thank you, Christy. That's okay. I'm not offended. My name is one that is not regularly spelled that way. So, I mean, you know, Beth, I bought these at Michael's, and right now, if anybody's going to go run out to Michael's, they're having a yarn sale. So the timing was perfect. It's buy 2 skeins, get 1 free. So I had to buy, I swear I bought an even number because it's buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know. There's no way I was going to leave one out and like pay full price for something. There's no way. I had to get a freebie. And that's why they do that. They're marketing. But you know, hey, that's fine. I like this yarn. It's really pretty. This, when I bought, because I bought it off of Amazon because I needed it back in September for Talk Like a Pirate Day. Because no one has this in store. So Amazon only has them in like in a set of 3. And I didn't use a whole bunch of it when I made my pirate hook. So I have almost 3 whole skeins of that. So my intention was to use what I had on hand. I'm using some of what I have on hand. That counts, right? I can't even wear nails. I can't see. Nothing on my nails includes clear nail polish. Okay. I cannot stand even nail polish on my nails. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I was a kid, my nails were very thin. You know, like paper thin and what have you. Okay, we're getting cumbersome here. But I think after having kids, they got thicker and what have you. Christina, hello. Hello in German. I know some German. I don't know all of that to be able to translate. I'm so sorry. Welcome back, Jen Kauer. So as you see, this is really a mindless stitch. I think that's one reason, another reason I should say, that I like it, because you don't actually have to look for where you're stitching into because you have that space there from your chain. And it just makes it easy. I can sit here and watch you guys in the chat and do this and not have to really focus on where I'm putting the hook. And because I'm doing corner to corner, I don't have to worry about counting stitches, which is even better. I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of a lazy way to crochet, but yeah. We were good. We were just chatting about who's getting snow, who's getting the storm, and how much yarn I purchased, excuse me, yesterday and today. But you know, I had to get like at least 4 today because if I'm making a blanket, I have to have enough. I didn't know how much I was going to need. And well, if it's buy 2, get 1 free, I had to make sure that that worked out. So that's why I got 6 today. I think I'm going to be good. I think I'm going to be good. Okay, that's fair, Christy. Not as focus required. I like that. Great way to positively spin that. I appreciate that. But yeah, it does allow me to chit chat with you guys and not have to sit here and count and think. $28 likes. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. If you just got here, or you've been hanging out for a minute and you're liking this little blanket I'm making, please hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Moral support. Thanks, honey. Beth, you know, my plan is like a throw, like a to throw on the couch or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how far I can get with the yarn that I have. I really was focused on something small because I wasn't sure how long it would take me to make something with you guys today. Here's my goal. I guess we'll see how far we get. My goal is 3 hours with you guys today, if we get that far, because that's kind of like my average. Nope, I forgot my chain. We'll see how far I get. Hi, Kathy. Ooh, what is it? Kathy, aka Crazy Knitting Nana. Ooh, I love it. Love it. Hello and welcome. If you just got here, I'm mixing 2 different yarns together to make a frosty yet cozy lap blanket. Because I swear, the eastern half of the country in the United States is going to be bombarded this weekend with the winter storm. So today is my worst day here where I'm at. I'm on the western end of it. Today is the coldest day I'm going to get. Might get some snow like in the next couple of days. I honestly don't recall. But I wanted to get you guys something. So, if you guys had time and you wanted to make this, you could go out and make it. So everything I'm doing is I'm using Loops and Threads Charisma. It's a 5-weight from Michaels in Rainy Day Multi. And then I have a stash of Super Saver Metallic in light gray. And I'm just mixing them together with a 10mm hook and doing moss stitch, corner to corner moss stitch. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Let's see here. There we go. All right, Chrissy, I hope you feel better, honey. Thanks for coming and hanging out a bit. Get you some rest. Oh, Southwest Virginia. Yes, yes. Yep, you guys are all later in the weekend. I know a lot of people are going to get a bunch of snow. So yeah, if you've got time today, you've got somebody nearby, or Michael's nearby, and you want to make this as well while you're shut in from all the weather, here you go. Or gosh, whatever yarn you may have, you could do. But, you know, corner to corner makes it easy because you don't have to think about how many stitches you need across as far as a starting chain. And that I love. And then you just grow until one side reaches however long you want one side to reach, or both sides, and then you'll start to decrease. Okay, look, guys, I forgot to chain here. So I'm just going to go in between these stitches. And I'm not worried about taking it out and starting again because, you know, there's folklore that says you want to make a mistake in your work because part of your soul gets trapped in the stitches. And if you leave a mistake in there, it can be released. So that's okay. So I'm not bothered by that little lack of chain stitch that I needed there. So I have a feeling this is going to be a cat blanket. I'm not kidding. So I have, back in May last year, I love that, Kathy. I absolutely love that. Okay, so my grandmother taught me to crochet when I was, I don't know, 8 or 9. I really don't know. And I don't remember. But I also always wanted to learn how to knit. And I keep coming back and trying to teach myself over and over again. I just don't have, like, I can do it. I have the concept down. I just don't have the patience to get better at it, I guess, to be more proficient like I am with crochet. So I'm like, okay, let's go back to my crochet because I know I can do this right now. So yeah. Hi, Laura. My name is Kristen. Welcome. Life with Gabs. Hello, welcome. I think I did see that Europe is supposed to get hit with this polar thing too. Am I right? I don't know. Is anybody here from Europe? Thank you, Gabs. I mean, you know, if you have a Michaels close enough, and if you want the same yarn, I mean, you could probably order it same day and they could deliver it for you. I mean, never know. How long have I been crocheting? I don't know, 35 years on and off, maybe. On and off. I mean that on and off. I didn't actually sit down and really start actively crocheting and getting better and consistently crocheting until 2023. So, oh yeah. Sorry, the ads are doing their thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, Kathy, I see that. Yeah. Okay, you know what, Kathy? My grandmother who taught me, whose name was Kathy. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Gabby or Gabs. I appreciate that so much. I'm going to turn that back up all the way. There we go. Okay, so I am also not a absolute lover of variegated yarns because I don't really mostly let me back up a minute. Most yarns are actually tailored towards knitting. Okay. So when you have colored yarns that are, you know, like these color changing yarns, variegated yarns. Thank you, Laura. They work up nicely and look clean, I guess you could say, in my opinion, when they're knitted. Now, for me, I don't really care for them for crochet a lot because it just looks messy and funky and weird to me. And it's not cohesive. It's random and my brain doesn't like it. So I don't usually like to choose variegated yarns, but I'm going to say right now, and I think I like this one so much because Moss Stitch with variegated yarns, because it kind of does give you like a knit feel to it. But I absolutely like how this is working up. It doesn't look crazy chaotic. It really just flows nicely together. And I think it's beautiful like that. So this is a variegated yarn I like. The colors aren't, they don't break and they don't just like change abruptly. Let's see, does this one? Sorry for the noise. Like this kind. This kind. I mean, you see how they're so different? These abruptly change. Like here, for instance, there's the pink and there's the tan. It's not like a color fade and all that. Beth, you are 100% right. Plan pooling designs do work wonderful with variegated yarns. And I wish that I could sit down and actually make that happen. I'm not devoted just yet to that. Okay, keep an eye on. I have a video planned next month for this yarn exactly. It's going to be cool. Yeah. It's going to be the beginning of February. FYI. It's going to be a live video. It's going to be fun. I hope. Sorry, I got to check my phone. I'm getting messages. What are my messages? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me for just a second. What y'all doing over there in that chat? I'll have to check back in on that later. Okay. Yeah. I like the slow fade of color changing. And then like I don't with crochet it really does look super messy. So a lot of times I will try to do stitches that look knitted. Honestly, that is what I'll do because I don't like the chunky lines of one color and then the next half of the row is the other. For me, I don't like it. Hey, but if other people do, I love that for them. So, yeah. Yeah. I did see on Pinterest, variegated yarns, that it's a very old post. And I don't think this woman is selling this yarn anymore, but I think she created her own yarn for the pattern that she posted. But what it is she like has a dark color and then a shorter amount of a different color, and she does like a regular single crochet or half double or double crochet, I don't remember, with the solid darker color, and then when it gets to that shorter different color, she does like a popcorn stitch. So you have random popcorn stitches. It's a really cool scarf. Here I am not paying attention. You see that? I just tried to double crochet because I said it out loud. It's a really cool design. I really like it. So I went and bought some yarn like that from Hobby Lobby, and it doesn't quite work the same because, I mean, there's popcorn stitches, but it's a whole bunch of popcorn stitches opposed to the random one that's every few rows. So I think hers is, she actually made it specifically for that pattern. Oh well. Ooh, 35 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Y'all are awesome. I love you back. So I have a question. Sincere question here from my dear friends. So I am almost to 500 subscribers. Okay. I am almost to like the first tier of being able to make some money here on YouTube. Now I'm not like pressuring anything. I'm genuinely curious because like the first step is to have like membership option. You know, a lot of YouTubers have a membership option, and that gives their members like exclusive videos for different topics that are maybe not ready for everyone to see, kind of stuff. And I've thought about that, but I'm like, I don't know what I could do as a crochet channel for membership stuff. So you as viewers, what do you think? Like, do you have ideas? Like what could, if you were to pay for a membership for a crochet channel, like what would you want to have as a benefit to paying for a membership, for a member status? Does that make sense? My question. I truly am perplexed on how that could be an option for me on this channel. If you don't know either, that's okay. I get it. I don't either. Prazzer, hello. Yes, this is crocheting. I am doing the moss stitch or linen stitch. It has two names. It's just a single crochet and a chain one, and in each row you work in the chain one space. Exclusive pattern tutorials. Okay, like what do you mean, Beth? I've thought about stuff like that, but then I like a once a month Kathy Zoom meeting or See, I thought about pattern tutorials, but that's kind of what I do anyway. A lot of my videos are just me making stuff. So how would that be different? And would that take away from my everyday stuff? You know what I'm saying? Patterns I design myself. Maybe. But that wouldn't be a consistent thing because I kind of do make patterns regularly in a sense, like my granny squares every month I kind of come up with on my own. Pay for lessons. Okay. So Praiser, I hope I don't mean to say it wrong. I'm so sorry. Pay for lessons. So would that be like an exclusive? We're going to go live and do only members lessons or like a Zoom meeting lesson? And then Kathy, with the Zoom meeting, what would you want to do in said Zoom meeting? You know? Okay, you also asked if it's hard to learn how to crochet. Friends in the chat who have tried to start learning, what do you think? I personally don't recall it being super difficult for me. Mind you, I was like 9 years old. It's time consuming because it's practice. Yes, you are not going to be good at it at first, just like everything new that you start. You have to be willing and determined to take time to mind-numbingly, in a sense, just keep practicing and going, even though it's not going to be perfect in your mind, especially if you are a perfectionist and want it to be right. Does that make sense? List of materials, of course, 100%. Yeah, knitting is, I think, harder. Your alignment, heck yeah, you can do anything. Are you kidding? Yeah, I find knitting harder, especially after learning crochet, because you have to do two hands. Okay, Kathy. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. All right. Others give a look into their life. Okay. I would have never thought that because it's not tailored to what my channel is. Okay, Laura, that's okay. That's a thought. All right. I'm going to jot down all of these ideas. Y'all are great. This is getting big. Or for my desk. It's getting big for my desk. Let's see. I'm gonna measure it. I have measuring tape. It's obviously nowhere near close to the size that I'm looking for. But right now, 15 inches is where we're at. Hey Beth, you got a second there? Because I don't. Can you pull up measurements for a lap blanket and a baby blanket and a throw for me? Can you, unless you know off the top of your head? Because I don't at this exact moment. I remember seeing somewhere that something was like 40 by 70, maybe. I don't remember. Crocheting and pets. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Jamie. I know. So I'm super excited to start to get my craft room finished up so that I can actually have all my stuff organized in here, and then I can be comfy in here and let my cats in and chill with me while I work on stuff. You know, otherwise we're chilling upstairs on the couch. But I can't really see. That's something I think we could sit and chill with the cats maybe and make stuff. I don't know. I don't know. And you could actually see my face. But the way this space is set up right now, it's not. You can't see my face. And I don't have the ability to do two cameras right now where I switch between because I don't have a setup. I literally am sitting here in front of on a desk with my little canvas light and a computer standing next to me so I can see your comments better. So yeah, I'm still a baby in this process. Okay, let's see. Kathy, what did you say, honey? I learned to knit first, so crocheting is a little difficult for me as far as holding the yarn in my left hand. I have started to learn. Yes. Oh, tatting. Somebody asked me if I could learn how to do that and teach it. I'm like, I don't know. I do like knitting better for garments, Praiser, because it's usually lighter weight. That is too why I like the DK weight yarn, which is a 3 weight. It's smaller because it's not so cumbersome. I like to use that size for my garments. Just finished. I do crochet amigurumi. So Laura, when we're done here, by all means, you're more than welcome to go check out my other videos that I've done. I have some amigurumi stuff like in my What in the AI Crochet Is That Supposed to Be playlist. I have some of those. What did I just make? I just made a turtle. Somebody asked me on Marketplace if I could make her daughter a turtle. I do amigurumi. Okay, Kathy, that makes perfect sense. So that's another thing, Kathy, as far as I understand the holding of the yarn thing. And I think also for me, knitting is slower. And knitting is slower on purpose. It's not supposed to be as fast as crochet. And I have to tell myself, hey, Allie, I have to tell myself that it's not the same. So you're not doing it wrong because I'm slow. The whole concept of holding it in two hands and then like flipping yarn, I'm worried about tension issues by, you know, am I doing it? Is my tension supposed to be the same? Because in crocheting, your tension is supposed to be the same the whole time. So I think to myself with knitting, like, well, I'm loosening up. It's not going to be right. So then I'm doing continental, and that's easier for my yarn hand brain because of crochet. But yeah, I'm not there yet. So thanks, Allie. I know, isn't it? Don't hate to say it, that it totally gives 100%. It has all of the ice colors, and I am so glad that you came across my channel too, and I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope that you will definitely subscribe if you have not, and check out my other videos. Hello, Moonstar, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Speed knitters, I know, Beth. I know. Oh, excuse me. You know, I'm surprised I'm not done with this skein of yarn yet. I did. So, okay, so Praiser, I do have a beginner video playlist. It's called Beginner Beaches and Bros Crochet Tutorials. In there, absolutely. My first video is literally talking about, my first two videos are one is talking about hooks, the other one is talking about yarn. Yes, and then they just kind of go from there as far as then how to hold your hook and putting a hook to yarn and things like that. Hello, sunshine. I am fabulous today. I decided to come on here and show you guys just a simple lap blanket. You can make it as big as you want, small as you want, with a bulky yarn. Okay, I'm making a little blanket with Moss Stitch, corner to corner. I'm using a bulky weight. Okay, Jamie, see you in a minute. Loops and Threads Charisma. This is from Michaels, but it's a 5-weight. And this is the color Rainy Day Multi. I get that it says rainy day, but I think it absolutely gives winter ice vibes. And I decided to mix it up with Super Saver Metallic in light gray because I'm on this sparkly kick right now. I'm 100% loving all of the glitter yarn, metallic yarn, excuse me, to give sparkle because I feel I'm in this January snow vibe right now, 100%. Making January beautiful. Making January beautiful. Thank you. I'm using a 10mm hook too because I don't want it super tight. Bulky yarn's not my favorite texture, so I don't want it like super duper tight. Kind of want it to have a little bit of a relaxed drape to it, so it'll be more comfortable for me. And it's just a stitch corner to, and then I will start decreasing. Okay. That's okay. Music. Oh, so I think earlier, and I so wherever that blanket is where the cats will lay. I can have the blanket on me. My daughter gets mad because the cats will come lay on the blanket in my lap. I'm like, it's the blanket. She's like, but I have a blanket, but you don't have the blanket. you need the magic blanket. So, yeah. I have a feeling this might be another magic blanket that they're going to hijack. It's okay. I don't mind. I want what I make to be used, you know, so. So I also thought that, you know, I know that most people are getting this storm. They're east of me, so the storms are happening this weekend. So today's the coldest day for me. I don't have any storm right now. I just have sunshine and negative like 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So I figured I'll do this today. And that may give people time to get some supplies if they want to make it while they're stuck inside this weekend with their own little winter escapade of snow and wind and all that. So, yeah. And then on Sunday, I'm doing part 3 of the chaos scarf. The lowest is going to be 20. So we've been kind of hanging out in 20 here where I'm at. I'm in the upper Midwest a little bit, so it's kind of normal-ish for us where we're at. But yeah, Virginia, I get it. I used to live in Texas, so Texas is getting some cold weather this weekend too. And of course, in true fashion, they're freaking out, and that's fine. I get it. It's not normal down there and in the South. No judgments. I understand. So, yes, on Sunday, I was like, what was I talking about? On Sunday is part 3 of the chaos blanket make. So I invite y'all, if you have not seen the first 2, to, when we get done here, if you're interested, check out those first 2 live videos. Oh, Laura, I'm so sorry. I don't have a moderator. Oh, you did say that up there. I totally missed it. I'm sorry. I saw Sunshine's post about being from Canada, and then I'm so sorry. I don't know if I have anybody set as moderator on this video. I don't think I do. Is everything okay on that end? I'm not seeing anything crazy. But part 3 of, okay, thanks. Part 3 of the chaos blanket is on Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you're shut in and looking for something to do, I invite you to come hang out with us. Because the chaos blanket is not my design. The chaos scarf is not my design. The chaos scarf is 100% y'all's design. I'm just the hands that make it. It's really kind of fun. Okay, good, Laura. Okay. Like, I didn't see anything. I have it set for all chat. So I was like, hang on, something happened here? Actually, there was one and I did delete it. So I did see one a while back. It's kind of weird. I did delete that person and their comment. So I was like, we're going to get rid of this one. Yeah. So if anybody here is, Steve's never here. Jamie, Steve's never here. Praiser, so currently I do post in the communities post section when I'm going live. And then I have uploaded my lives early so that it notifies my subscribers when when those videos are gonna go live, and you can be notified. It asks you if you want to be notified. So yeah, those are there. But I am currently scheduling every Sunday Central Time at 2 p.m. so that we kind of had a good thing going with this chaos scarf. So I want to keep it going every Sunday. So we have consistency. Yeah. I know. I'm kind of sad though. He never sees my videos. I don't know. But I know things are going on there. And that's okay. Yeah, so make sure you're subscribed and you'll be able to see all that goodness. Yeah. Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you go to my channel, if you're subscribed and you go to my channel, click go to channel, then go under like the sections where either it's like playlists or, it shows you like videos, shorts, lives. Click on lives and the upcoming ones will be there. And yes, thank you, Sunshine. Double check. Yeah, make sure your notification bell is there. 100%. But yeah, that's how you can find it if you haven't. So thank you, Jamie. That's so kind of you. I know. Yay! And I won't lie, this one was kind of the last minute. I scheduled it last night. I was excited. Like, I want to do something. It's supposed to be freezing cold for me tomorrow, and I'm not supposed to be going anywhere. Let's do something fun. I actually did forget that I had the my granny square video today. Totally forgot about my meeting. So if you guys saw it, yay. You'll notice the theme. I've got the sparkly blues of January going on this month. Okay, good. So also, Praiser, in all of my videos, especially the beginner ones, I do have a list of items in Amazon in the description box. Things that I use in the video, etc. All of my videos, I will have what I'm using in the video linked as an Amazon link because I am an affiliate, so I do get a commission. You don't pay any more. There's no extra that you would pay. It's just, I have to give that disclaimer. But so if you're looking for the supplies, that is a great place to find what I'm looking for. So, or what you're looking for what I use in my videos. There we go. That sounds better. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, darling. I don't know. This is so cozy, guys. It is so cozy. And I love the little added sparkle of the metallic yarn. It really does give that cozy frosted vibe. It's exactly what I was going for. Exactly. Well, I'm getting to the end of the first skein of yarn. Woohoo! I'm excited. Why is that exciting? I don't know. Maybe because it feels like progress. I mean, I only have like 10 others sitting over here. I'm probably going to have too much yarn. Says no one ever. But too much for this project. I'm okay with that. Absolutely okay with that. So like I was saying before, no, I don't get a kickback from Michaels. But if you're going to get the exact yarn, the loops and threads, gosh, sorry, my brain just went burp. They're having a sale right now. I don't know how long it's good for. I didn't look, but it's buy 2 skeins, get 1 free. I mean, yes. And I think they also have like 30% off anything in the store that's regular price. So there's that. After the video, if you want, this is not easy to find. Okay. I think this you actually have to order online. So after the video, I can add link to Amazon if you're an Amazoner. It's a set of 3 skeins. If you're going to make the whole blanket, you're going to need at least more than 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. But I'll put the link in the description after the video for that. Oh yeah. That's why, Kathy, that's why I don't feel bad for what I just bought. Because I didn't buy all of them. Technically, I got some for free. I mean, it's yarn math right there. Yes. Okay. I agree, Kathy. It's a need. I'm telling you. So if you guys want, it is my first live video. It is not great, but it's my first one. So, you know, nothing first is great, but I do a whole like, oh, you're right, Beth. They do. But do they have a, like in store though? Do they have it in store or is it just online? That's my thing. Like the metallics are hard to find in store. I mean, you could, Hobby Lobby may have a gray. They have the perfect white to go with this yarn. Where'd it go? They have the perfect white one to go with this yarn. So that's another project. That was what I was going to do today, but I changed my mind because I like this better. But they have the perfect white. And of course, it's the, I love this yarn, which is so comfy to use. But where was I going? What was I saying? Oh, Beth, have you used the Prim hooks? I have not used the Prim hooks. I was looking at hooks today when I was at Michael's. Because why not? Okay, what I was getting at, Kathy, is that I show like my craft room. It was with all my yarn and cabinets. And you can see what I got. Of course, I have more since then, but who's gonna know? Enough yarn to open a yarn store. Yes, I know. Got paid in, oh my goodness. I don't know if that's like a blessing or a curse. No lie, I don't know. Okay, see, yeah, Beth, I haven't tried them because they're plastic. I kind of just don't want to work with plastic hooks. I know people love them. They do seem really long too, though. I have small hands. So it's kind of like I'm kind of turned off by furls. Everyone loves furls. I mean, I'm sure they're comfy, but they look big and cumbersome and heavy. Hello. I'm sorry, I don't read Korean, but hello. That is Korean, right? I think it is. So yeah, they just look heavy and cumbersome. So like I haven't really, I don't know. I like my little, snagged them on Amazon for like $5 a hook, maybe. Ergonomic hooks. They work and they work well for me right now. So now this is a boy. This I got at Walmart. Walmart has these guys as ergonomic hooks. Okay. But yeah. This is just a big size hook, a 10 millimeter. So it just feels so cumbersome to me, period, because I'm used to using like a 4 millimeter. All right, Laura, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you chilling with us today. Pun intended. Anyways, enjoy your dinner. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday for our chaos scarf. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm totally off camera. This thing's taking up so much space. not even halfway there yet. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Okay, prim hooks are lighter than furls. Yes, because they're plastic. Furls are metal, aren't they? Only like to use with, okay, so you like to use your prims with a larger hook. Is that what you're saying? Okay. And that's kind of why I looked at them and was, what did I just do? I looked at them and was considering it for today to do this because this one is kind of heavy. I don't hate it, but I don't know. I wasn't ready to drop $15. That makes sense. Okay. Praiser, would you say, how long would you say does it take a normal person that is dexterous to become proficient? Oh, you had wood ones? The ones I see online look metal. They're kind of metallic looking. Oh, they do have acrylic? Okay. Is dexterous become proficient? It depends on your practice level. How much you practice. I mean, if you're going to pick it up once a week, it's kind of like learning an instrument. If you're only going to pick up your instrument once a week, it's going to take you a very long time, right? If you're going to practice every day, it'll be faster. Okay. So maybe I'll get one of those prims just to see if I like it. This one is heavy, guys, but I don't use it that often. So, so I'm not crying over it. You know what I mean? Because I don't use these guys often. It's just really awkward right now because of that exact reason. Every day, I don't know. I'd say a few weeks you'd be comfortable. For sure. Comfortable and confident. If you are not a perfectionist and you let imperfections be part of your process, you know. I personally am not a perfectionist. I never have been with crocheting. So I do have inconsistencies, which I think could probably be my ADHD brain. No lie. Like my tension, I don't know if you guys can tell as I do this, but my tension changes consistently throughout my projects because I can't keep the tension. I mean, it's not terribly off, but I'm not a tight tension person to begin with, so I'm not going to be that way, but sometimes it's just looser than others. So, okay, I have to remember where the camera is. I'm sorry, guys. Like, choke your hook. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, as you see, I'm pretty loose in the knife technique. Okay, so Praiser, there's like a couple ways to hold a hook. I do go over this in my beginner videos. I'm a knife style holder, which is holding it like this. There's also the pencil hold. I don't know. So this, I think the pencil hold, am I right? It requires being on mushroom. Okay. I think that's the problem for me is that the way you hold, it's just weird. I haven't figured out the pencil grip. So, and I do agree, Kathy, mood. Yeah. If I'm relaxed and calm, actually, I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to know. I just go with it. So. I think for me, The reason I'm not a tight tension person is because that requires a lot of energy. And it can be painful. So that's not. I can't. Now I've done like a tighter tension, especially with specific amigurumi things, and it hurts and it's exhausting. I can't do that all the time. That's like a specific one and done timeline, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So. All right, you guys want to see? Here's the end of the skein. Get close. And no, yeah, I'm going to be like anal about this, and I'm going to like try to match the end. Yeah, watch me, because remember how we were talking about the chaos of variegated yarns? I think that's another reason why I don't really like them, is because when you add a skein, I don't care if it's the same dye lot. You got to match it up. Otherwise, it's going to set the pattern off weird. So, yeah. It's getting so big. So when I did like a search on what could I make today, right? I got make a frosty granny square. Okay, I did that already. And then the other thing that's trending, if you guys didn't know, it's trending. An amigurumi ermine. You know, the snowy ermines. I was like, really? That's trending right now? But I didn't really want to do that. Wasn't that didn't feel like cozy, stay warm vibes to me. Mercedes, hello. Ayush, hello. Welcome. And then I thought, well, yeah, I didn't want to do amigurumi. Then I thought, well, what about like a cozy pillow? I was like, no, it needs to be a cozy vibe. Let's be comfy and warm. So this is why we're doing a little blankie. So yeah. Okay, the ads are getting more frequent. Oh my goodness. What do you have to tell me? What in the... Oh, thank you. What are covered calls? Yeah, that was actually my first intent when I first started doing like this kind of live video, is just to relax and work on projects, and people can come and join me and work on their projects, and we can do them together. That was really kind of my first instinctual purpose. So I do have a couple of live streams that I'm working on a project for my mother. Yeah. And then I did the Yule Granny Square Live. I did that in December. That was a hit. I was like, okay, this works. This was a great idea. So then I did, and then in January, beginning of this month, I did a Happy New Year's Granny Square. So yeah. Okay, that's confusing. All right, let's measure and see for fun. I'm going to raise the camera up a bit. See my space. All right, we're at 19 centimeters now. So last time I measured, we were at 15. Oh, okay. So my creative video is calming your analytical tasks. I love that. I love it. Okay. Is this better to see, or would you like me to zoom back down a little bit? I just thought having more space would be. You guys might like to see more space. Exactly. Okay. So stay where it's at? Up high? Okay. Oh, look, I missed another chain. It's okay. Imperfections are part of the perfection. It's getting heavy because it pulls down. All right, so I have to start a new skein. So it's getting into like the purple color. So, not that one. Okay, we'll do this one. It's just because it's a variegated yarn. And they all, come off of the fabricating machine a little bit differently. Okay, brain. Come on. Okay, I'm making my invisible knots here. Okay. Okay, thanks, Bess. Have a great night. Thanks, Beth. Thanks for hanging out, Beth. Absolutely love it. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. I read that backwards. We're talking to Beth. Thanks for hanging out, Beth. I always appreciate it when you come by. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have more thumbs up than we do people here in the video. Yeah, y'all are bomb. She sure is, isn't she, Jamie? You're right. And it's fantastic. I don't know, maybe people just don't, I mean, those kind of people don't want to watch crochet. I don't know. I mean, there was that one weirdo, sorry, that one weird comment, I'll say it that way, that I had to delete and then block that guy. But I mean, it is nice. I like to keep it calm and chill. Maybe. It might have been when you stepped away, Jamie. I don't recall, but it was just weird. All right. I'm in the new skein now. Woohoo. And I think it's backwards. Whatever. It's going to be what it is. Look, I missed another one. That's 3 now. Absolutely not weird. No. Kathy's husband, she said earlier, Kathy's husband crochets. She taught her how to crochet. She's a knitter. No, it is not weird to learn how to crochet. My beginner videos, I don't like perfect either, Jamie. My beginner videos are called Beaches and Bros because I believe that craft and fiber crafts and hobbies have no gender requirements. Doesn't matter. And when you're learning crochet and knitting and those kinds of things, you're also learning skills to make your own garments, to make your own blankets, to make things of your own that can sustain you. Like cooking is not just a woman's job. Cooking is how you stay alive. Okay. So if you can make your own socks, if you can make your own jackets, coats, blah, 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 that's good for you. It's 100% good for you because you're taking care of yourself, not relying on someone else to do it for you. Yes, they did, Kathy. You are correct. You are correct. Men knitted their own socks, all that kind of stuff. No, it is not gender specific and it should not be. Just like women can work on vehicles and airplanes and can be pilots, you know, it's not gender specific and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And yes, I'm going to say it, and it might sound mean, but anybody who's trying to tell you that it's only a gender specific role is gatekeeping. It's gatekeeping. So no, I applaud men who want to crochet and men who want to knit. There are so many YouTubers and Instagrammers that are men that crochet and knit. Oh my gosh, at Michael's, there's a whole line of crochet from, I think he's partnered with Lion Brand. I think it's Lion Brand yarn. But he's a guy who knits and crochets, and now he has his own yarn line. So, nah. I don't think I'm familiar, Kathy, with Jonah. I mean, I probably am. but I don't know at this exact second. You know what? You're a lineman. Guess what? You could make your own under clothes to keep you warm while you're working. Just saying. Okay, you guys give me 2 seconds. I need to text my kid real quick. Okay. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, okay. I was misreading what you said, Kathy. I was like, wait, did I miss a comment somewhere? Okay. Yes, I will look them up. I was kind of hoping to at least get halfway through this, but obviously I'm not a super fast crocheter. Obviously. You know, sometimes I really think that I crochet faster than I do. Yeah. I don't know. I have 3. My oldest is 21. And then I have a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. My daughter absolutely has tried to learn how to crochet so many times. She gets mad and frustrated because it's not working out the way she wants it to. I haven't tried with my voice. Well, praise her, I do slow it down in my beginner videos, so you'll be able to actually see better there, for sure. So I usually go live. So my middle wants to get into welding. He took welding in high school. He has graduated. So he needs to go to trade school up here to finish that off so that he can. He's trying to get a job and nobody will hire him right now. With that being said, so I think he needs to go through the channels. His high school certs are not cutting it. My oldest, hold on. My oldest started with automotive stuff and that kind of and now he works at an airport, a regional airport up here, working with airplanes, and he's an airline. Well, not an airline. I cannot think of what his title is right now. But he works, with private jets, things like that. So. Fraser, where are you again? And you're hiring for what exactly? Okay. So what I was saying is that I usually go live at like 2 o'clock and I hang out for like 3 hours. Last one I think was 3.5. It was crazy, but we were having fun. And that, I'm done around 5:30, about the time that my son can eat and get him dinner going and all that. Because he has to go to bed early because he works at 5 a.m. Well, I just realized the time and I was like, so my goal was to do that again. Do like 3 hours with you guys today. Not thinking of starting an hour later. So he needs to eat like by 6 o'clock. And I'm over here going, well, and I have to cut this short here in a couple of minutes, my dear friends, so I can do the dinner thing. Which makes me kind of sad. Because my goal was like 3 hours. All right, ads, I'm done with you. Stop. And my morning didn't go the way I wanted it to. I was going to like make dinner early and have it ready. But I was out later than I wanted to be. I know I went out in this negative 15 degrees. Call me crazy. Jamie, yours definitely did not. And I'm sorry for that. Life with Gabs. Hello again. All right, I know I just measured this. It was a what, 19 inches? I'm gonna check it again. Okay, let's see here. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, we're at 21. Woo-hoo. I need to get to like at least 30. It's gonna take me forever. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna. Hi, Gabs. I'm still making the lap blankets out of the loops and threads, Charisma, and the Red Heart metallic, mixing in to give it that wintry, cozy, sparkly vibe. I love how the metallic gives it a sparkle. Can you see the sparkle in the kit? I don't know. It's hard to see. It's definitely warm. Okay, so I have an idea. I have an idea, guys. I have to make dinner. But are you guys open to coming back again tonight and working on this some more with me? Or should I just say goodbye for the day? What do you guys think? I'm game to come back. 100%. What do you guys want to do? It'll probably be in... Oh, wait, no, it's Friday, isn't it? I don't think I can because my other friend goes live tonight. She goes live at, Jamie, what time does she go live? Is it 7 Pacific or 5 Pacific? Kathy, so my friend Faye over at Solar Flow, she goes live every Friday evening, afternoon. She's Pacific time, so I don't remember if she goes at 7 her time or at 5 her time. So that would be a hang up because, you know, like I always like to watch her. And we're friends. So, but let me verify. See, I would probably be gone. I would probably be gone for like an hour and a half to 2 hours tonight. Probably would. I think that's a good idea. I think maybe I will stream tomorrow. What time would be good tomorrow? Right, Jamie? I'm telling you. How about y'all vote for a time tomorrow? Let me check my calendar. Two o'clock? We could do 2 o'clock tomorrow. 2 o'clock Central Time. Yeah, we could do 2 o'clock Central Time. Or, thanks, Kathy. I love that. My daughter goes to work at 4. Would that be too late? 4 Central? Everyone should be totally snowed in at this point. I mean, so 4 Central would be 5 Eastern. So like an hour ago. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. Jamie, are you okay with that? Like 4 Central? That's what I was thinking, Jamie. I was thinking it was 7 Central Time that she goes live. That's what I thought. Okay. All right, friends. Let's do this. We're going to vote this one. 4 o'clock tomorrow. I will set it up as I'm cooking, so it'll show up. And if you have the notification buildings, you'll get the notification. And it's going to be on my channel, and it's going to say it's there. You just have to be notified. It's going to ask you. And yeah, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Be here. We're going to work some more on this. So here we go. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I've gotten this far. Now I am going slower because I'm chatting, but still, I'm not even halfway there. Okay. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you hanging out. I appreciate all of you who subscribed, and all of you have shared your love with the likes. You look great. I will see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock Central Time. And then we're going to have another yarn party of excitement on Sunday at 2 o'clock. I think the algorithm is going to have a cow. But anyways, all right. Have a good evening. If you're going to crochet with me tomorrow, go ahead and get supplies tonight if you can. If not, that's okay too. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.